La, la, la. La, la, la. She ready. Oh, just look at her glow. She ready. Yeah, she's standing up tall and ready. Confident and bold. She ready. Never gonna back down. She ready. Ooh, yeah, she wearing that crown. She ready. Ooh, she ready. She walking and talking, no faking, creating.
And hola, ¿cómo están, my love muffins and enchiladas? It is Tori, the Hope Dealer of Guided Intuition, and I'm here to do your daily guidance, your daily spiritual message, your daily reflection on this beautiful Wednesday, or whenever you are watching this video. Time does not exist. It is never too late. It is never too early. The only thing matters is right now in this very moment. That's it. Right now. Okay, in this very moment. So whenever this video finds you, my love, trust that this is literally meant for you and spirit brought it to you right when you need to see it. So my loves, I hope that you have took the time today to meditate, all right, to ground yourself, all right, to send up some affirmations and some gratitudes about where your life is, where your life is going. Because I promise you, I don't care whatever you are experiencing, it will serve its purpose. All right. It's all part of a bigger, grander situation here. I promise you. All right. And one of the things when I was getting ready to do this session, guys, I just asked the divine, what would you like me to tell the beautiful soul that is going to watch this video? What do you want them to know? The first thing Spirit said is that you are amazing. Okay. Don't count yourself out. And everything in your life serves a purpose. Everything in your life that has happened to you, what may be going on, where you are going, it serves a purpose. Everything in your life is usable. There are no coincidences. Did I say that word right? There are no mistakes. Let me tell you something. Because even the things that you feel like is a mistake, it taught you something. It helped you grow. It helped you see what you don't want and what you do. So everything serves its purpose. And when you really come into that mindset, I promise you that is one of the first ways to really heal, to really open your heart, to really try, to put yourself out there, to really pursue your dreams, to really keep walking the path that's unknown. And it's a little scary because it might not look like, where you thought your life was going. I've been getting tons of emails like that. And I love y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough for putting that fear aside from, saying fuck doubt. Even though you feel it, you are still listening to your intuition. You are still listening to your soul. You are still following your heart. I'm so proud of you. That takes courage. That takes strength. And I really hope that you looked at yourself in the mirror today or turned your phone around to selfie mode and just really looked at you and loved on you and acknowledged how amazing you are. Whatever you may see as a flaw, or you see it as an imperfection, listen, love that thing in you. Love all of you. Every single piece and every single part of you. Okay? Because when you have accepted yourself wholeheartedly, even the parts that nobody claps for, when you have learned to love those parts of you, all of you, when you have realized that there is worth in those parts of you, oh my God, you are unstoppable. You are an unstoppable force. And I really want you to know, you don't need this, but I'm proud of you. You don't need to hear this from me, but I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for maybe falling down and getting back up. I'm proud of you for being sober. I'm proud of you for messing up and then realizing, you know what? This is not this. I can't keep doing this. Even in those moments, be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you for getting back up and getting on the horse. I'm proud of you for realizing that you matter, that your wants, your dreams, your desires, they matter. I'm proud of you for walking away from that relationship. I'm proud of you for putting your heart out there and being open. I'm proud of you for realizing that, you know what, maybe it's not them, it's maybe me. I need some healing to do within myself. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for starting your YouTube channel. I'm proud of you for launching your business. I'm proud of you for saying, like, I'm going to trust me. For once in my life, I'm going to believe in me. For once in my life, I'm going to see me how the divine sees me, spotless. I'm going to do that for myself. I'm proud of you because I want you to know. I know that's not easy. I know that took some massive strength. I know it took some massive courage to stand up for yourself, to say, hey, we ain't doing this no more. Whether you had to have that conversation with yourself internally, and then you had to have it externally with other people, situations, and places. Like, I'm proud of you. I know that took a lot. And what Spirit wants to know, the path that you are walking, the path that you are choosing, everything serves its purpose and it's not in vain, baby. Okay? And as we are in, this fiery energy, this Scorpio season, this Mercury retrograde, all of these things going on, and so much more going on, but those are just the basics. Those are just what I can remember, okay? What's going on with the planets. But it's so much going on, and I want to let you know that it's not in vain. These things that you are facing, these things that you are, these epiphanies you're having and telling you to start and telling you to go, like, that is your heart speaking to you. And I know by you honoring yourself that it may be a little hard, it's a little scary, it's a little new, but continue, my love. Continue, okay? Everything serves its purpose. Everything in your life that has happened has made you into this beautiful soul that I get to experience, that I get to tap into your energy, and I can feel. You can't fake energy. I feel the beauty that you are. Okay? At your core. So with all that being said, guys, I just want to clarify something, because I feel it in the energy and just by the emails. So, love muffins, before we get into our soul guidance, our daily spiritual message, like, I really want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you. I really want to, one of the things I pride myself on is really being honest and really being transparent with my loves. And I've been getting questions after questions in my emails, and whoo, one of the things that I'm seeing, let me chill my energy. For me in this moment, I want to have a transparent moment with my loves. Just in case you may be experiencing it, from the emails, I can see that we are experiencing it. But I know that you see this beautiful person, and I'm so passionate, and you see me, like, standing in my power, standing up for what I believe in, standing up what I feel is justice and what is right. And I want to let you know, one of the things that this Aries fiery energy brought up for me, and this, coming into balance with this alchemist of a Scorpio, has brought up spirituality for me. I'm being called deeper and to really stand up and be a voice. And sometimes we can just like kick things to the side, like, I'll put that later, or, I'll talk about that later. Even I, came to here and I was going to share my story with you guys of how, no, I'm going to call it what it is, escaping religion. And I wanted to really share my story. And I made that video in January. If you go because I was getting a person had asked me, I'll link the video down below just in case you're curious. But I have yet to share, that whole story. I have yet to really go into there. And, if you are new to the channel, hi, I am Tori. And one of the things is why I'm so passionate about people standing in their personal power, people really doing what their heart wants, what their heart is asking them to do, and really listen to their own voice, is because at one point in time in my life, I've really, since the time I was a young girl, I've came into situations, especially when it comes to religion, where your voice was snatched, where, one person thought for the whole group. When I was 9, I seen this beautiful, I used to play with him. He was so handsome, handicapped, and he was in a chair. And I just remember people surrounding this little boy and, trying to cast demons out of him. And I just remember wanting to take a water gun and just shoot all of them, and I was just no, nothing's wrong with him. What's wrong with you? At a little age, I was able to see something is not right with the situation here. Nothing's wrong with him. What's wrong with is you people. And I just remember because the church didn't, that what I was in at the time didn't agree with what was going on with the child. The mother even started to resent the child, passing away. But I feel honestly, he would have grew up in so much hate and just unnecessariness. But anyways, from time I was little, and then even into my, I want to say little, into my adult years, I was exposed to extreme religion, modern day cults. I always tell you guys this. That thing that you see, those series of, you're how did they fall into that? They couldn't see that something was wrong. I literally thought that I was going to burn in hell if I did not sing on praise and worship. It was spoken to me that way, and I believed. If they said jump, I was how high? If they said drink the juice, I was probably going to drink the juice. Kid you not. That's how serious it was. And I'm being guided to speak, to share that, because just with the emails and just with the people that I'm coming in contact with, and they're on their journey of breaking free, releasing their self, And I, for a long time, I was well, God, kind of when you escape something, you just don't want to return back. You don't want to look at it. you know what I'm saying? You don't want to go. And I'm being reminded that, things happen for you, but in the midst of you standing in your power and standing in your truth and sharing your story and going through that, it's really going to help other individuals. And I'm seeing that, and the Scorpio season is really bringing it up for me, to really open up more. So I want to let you know, to the beautiful souls that are emailing me, about, those spiritual questions. I definitely see you. Tori is not ignoring you. I'm writing you back, and I am going to address it. I am going to, address it. And I'm very thankful for the beautiful souls that, confine their secrets and, share their stories and, really open up, because I know that took a lot for you to do that. I know it. And this is why I'm talking about it, guys. It's I cry, but I've been allowing myself to cry. I've been allowing myself to purge that because um, I just want to let you know this person right here that you see standing in her power, that is speaking some, truths that, for a long time, like even I was out of it, I was like, I'm gonna just keep quiet, I'm gonna just go my way, I'm gonna just let it go, and it's not that. And I thought I was letting go, but I was stuffing it down. So really allowing it to come up, or really allowing my truth, that radical truth. That's when that radical tongue comes in, when you don't want to speak on certain things and certain issues. And I want to let you know, there is nothing wrong with church, and because guided intuition, at the end of the day, religion is merely something that you do repetitively all the time. People will make it into what they want, like religiously I watch Wonder Girl K Moon, religiously I love me some guided intuition, religiously I love my love muffins, so it's nothing wrong with that. But it's nothing wrong. What makes it wrong is when the choice is not yours and that choice is stolen from you. I don't know why we are going here, but I'm going here. When you willingly walk into something versus you are pushed, you are shoved, and if you desire to leave it, you are shunned and you are outed and you are made to feel wrong. That's when it is left, because we all know God in all forms. The one thing that we can all agree on, that God is unconditional love. So to say that you have to do this and do this to receive the love of God, to receive the blessings of God, that is a condition. So is it unconditioned? You get what I'm saying? Or condition? And I'm trying to get like peace, because Spirit is saying to speak this, but I'm going to really be breaking it down. But unconditional love, my love, okay, simply allows you to be in whatever that being is. It comes with no condition. To say, if you do this, you'll get this, that's a condition. It voids unconditional. Okay? And that's the beautiful thing. That's why there's no wrong way to experience God, because God does not come with conditions. To say, well, you got to experience God this way, that's a condition. You know what I'm saying? So it goes deeper in all of these things, but somebody needs to know that. And even when it comes to free will, we do have free will. This is why God gave us free will, because if we didn't have, free will, then that's not, you know what I'm saying? It's still conditioned. You get what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going to be sharing more of that, on my channel and with you love muffins, because I'm getting a lot of emails, a lot of emails. And I totally understand, someone's like, I really didn't want to drop it in the comment section, but, I really want to know this. And I would definitely, I take honor and pride and being that voice, and that understanding what so many beautiful souls was to me and my transition, okay, into how I desire to experience God. That's it. Whatever works, whatever floats your boat, whatever works for you, it is definitely fine. There's no wrong way to experience God, okay? There is none, It's just, that's why I say I don't disagree, but that way, Christianity is not the way that I desire to experience Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit. That's just not my way. And it's not that I don't still go to, events, what my friends have, and do these things like that. But this is the way that I choose to create a space of openness. And that's what I want, how I want to experience God, okay? So it's totally fine. I don't know why we went there. But needless to say, whatever you go through, I want you to know in those tough moments, in those crazy things, okay? Just know that they serve their purpose, okay? Everything that you have experienced, everything that you may be experiencing, every path that you're being called to walk on, you are prepared for this. Everything that you went through has prepared you for this very moment in your life, for you to take control, for you to make your decisions, for you to do what it is that you desire to do, for you to be loyal and truthful to your heart. One of the things too, what I want to talk about, because I'm like, oh my, because I get all the time, like, you just really stand in your truth, like I just admire, you're so inspiring. And really standing in your truth, the more that you do it, the easier that it is, the easier it becomes to really honor yourself when it's become, something that you're doing religiously, something that you're doing repetitively. Repetition is the mother skill, honey. You will get good at it. You will get good at it. The more that you stand in your truth, the more that you're going to get good at it. And I get tons of emails from, beautiful souls where families are involved. And that's, I'm like, wow, we really do mirror each other, right? I feel like the reason why it's took me so long to really like share or go in more in depth with my story is because it does involve, family that I love dearly, like love dearly, and how do you, that voice, like, how do you choose? You know what I'm saying? But no, you cannot, silence your voice. You can speak it in love, and a place of understanding and without holding that resentment, but you cannot dishonor yourself and, you know what I'm saying, to please others, because that's not giving yourself unconditional love. That's not really loving you. And you came down here in this body, okay? You didn't come as the other person, mom, dad, sister, brother, you know what I'm saying, family, spiritual leader. It doesn't matter. You didn't come as them. You came as you, So you have to, I want to let somebody know, because I feel it. The more that you choose you, the more that you stand up for yourself in love, the more that you speak your truth. I am going to be releasing some videos on my Instagram, so make sure that you follow me at Tori the Hope Diller, where there's this video on YouTube, and I'll link it down below to the whole thing, like where you can see, because I'm going to fuck this word up, but narcissistical family cult. That's a real thing, and I know Spirit brought me that video because, I cried like a baby. I threw up. I was throwing up. I was purging like that. I was like, I didn't even realize that this was going on. Like that I had shoved, that memory down there, and where I'm going on my journey. And as who I am, I know my purpose. I know my destiny. And that's a beautiful thing, to even like say, for me, like, wow, like I know why I'm here. I know why I came to this earth. Like, I know this, and I have to go in that territory, and those things have to come up so I can really stand in transparency, stand in my truth, because that's one of my principles within my heart is transparency, being open and honest. And if I don't want to go to certain parts because I'm like, we're going to leave that out, that's not being transparent. That's not being honest for me. And in my, in my ancestral history, dating way back into past lives, we really stood up for justice and right, hence to being a Sagittarius freedom fighter, so that's like in my core being, like transparency and realness. Like I can't get away from it. I'm learning how to balance that and do it in love, and just, because we just say what it is sometimes. I'm learning to do that in love, but at the core of it. Okay. So thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you for hearing me out. Thank you for letting me just share that and put it out there. Okay. And, doing that, I want to just say, you got this. Okay. Whoever may be experiencing that, really defining your spiritual path, what is it is for you, or defining anything in your life, I really want to let you know that you got this, and I know that initially when you first got to stand up, oh my God, it's intense, but keep going. Okay. Keep going. You got this. You lack nothing. You are not incomplete. You have every tool that you need to move forward. Okay. You're whole. All right. So Now, when I ask the divine, what is the overall energy of today? What is going on? This card came from, where's this oracle deck? I think A Journey of Love. Fire and ice. And believe it or not, these are two things that don't go together. Fire and ice. It's not like we want to call it like the typical, it's not a perfect match. You get what I'm saying? You know, it's not the norm. It's not what you think it is or what you think would go together, but really they balance each other out. So I'm hearing that those experiences and these things that you have went through in your life and these lessons that you have received and, did, it's balancing. It serves its purpose. It has a purpose in your life. Okay. The fire and the ice. So I want to read this to you. Okay. Okay, guys, I think I found the page. So it says fire and ice. So today, Spirit wants you to know, the beautiful soul that is watching this, you are learning to hold the tension of the opposite. Okay. I'm going to put it right here because I don't want to be like boop, boop, boop right here. I'll put it right here and bring it up. Okay. So it says, you are learning to hold the tension of opposites, of things that don't immediately seem to go together within your being, within you, okay? Without collapsing into confusion, judgment, or denial. There is passion and serenity, okay? Creation and destruction, new life and death emerging within you, within your relationships. Sometimes this is hard to handle. We want to make things simpler, to just let go of the conflict and complicity. Hope I said that word right. And choose one or the other. You are a grand enough soul to be able to withstand all of these depths, to go deep, to live fully, to let the divine have its way through your required willingness to stand at the center of the pairs of opposites and eventually know that they are connected to each other, that they exist only in relationship to each other to breathe and simply be. Okay? And this is something that I had to, realize within myself. I really feel like, to the beautiful soul that is watching this, you're entering a new stage within your spiritual journey, with your relationship or your journey, with the divine, with God. And I would never forget, when we say we can't have, I always used to be like light and love, because I am light and love, honey. But like, I didn't like to go to the dark, the dark scared me. And, I was surprised to find what I found when I went to the dark, okay, within myself, and when I want to share this with you, because when I went to the the dark within myself to evaluate and look at some things, when I was, really starting off my healing journey and looking at things, I had to go in and I had to see my addictions to food, to the point I would eat I could eat like a whole pan of lasagna, 6 pieces of bread, and then I'll throw it up, and then I'll eat again and I'll throw it up. So I don't know, is that bulimia? Whatever that one is. Yeah, I had to look at the level of people pleasing that I was doing, how that was not healthy to myself. I mean, we can go on and on, but when I went to the dark, I'm just going to call it dark, those spaces of me, I found the unloved me. I found the pieces of me that were ridiculed, left behind, all of the pain. When I went to the dark, what I thought I was going to find this big monster, but in reality, it was a distorted version of myself, an unloved version of myself that throughout the years, from all the past hurts and situations, needed love. And I had to love that part of me, to love me as a whole. And when I started to do that, that is when true healing took place, and where change for the better showed up. I really feel this is what the divine means by everything has served its purpose, or everything has a purpose that has happened to you in your life. The good, the bad, whatever it is, you get what I'm saying? But I feel like today you're coming into this space of non-judgment. And that is truly giving yourself unconditional self-love, taking away those judgments, seeing yourself how the divine, how God, how Allah, how your angels, how Jesus, whatever name that you define, that you align with. All right, source, energy, whatever, seeing yourself how the divine sees you. Okay, really understanding that notion. I feel like it's coming into balance. You're coming into balance within yourself on an internal level. So of course that's going to start to balance out in your physical place, what you see in your life in 3D. Okay. So it also says, if you are continuously feeling the conflict in your life, internally or externally, then you are being initiated through fire and ice. Stay present, be patient, and wait. There is nothing to fix here, just awareness to step into as divine creation and continue to unfold through you. As you master this integration, you will find a sweeter nectar of bliss dripping within. So, sometimes just understanding things are, when things happen, not having a, first reaction is what I'm hearing. Or I just feel like acceptance. Oh my God, just accepting what you have experienced in your life, accepting where you are at your life, accepting where you're going in your life, and not holding yourself towards judgment. Because that's where, things can get a little blurry or conflicted, is when we go to judge things, but taking the judgment off and allowing something to be, understanding it serves a purpose. Do you know how much clarity, do you know how much weight or, resistance when you just understand, what, okay, that takes off of you. That saying, let go and let God. I'm just letting go. It is what it is, coming into that notion. Because maybe not right now, but everything will make sense. It says, this oracle brings you guidance that the conflict you feel within or external is a sign of your spiritual growth. So listen, whatever you may be experiencing, and this is why I feel like, spirituality and just what you believe and all these things are coming up, because it's to show you that you've grown. Okay? That the growth within you. And I know sometimes it can be uncomfortable, because now you have to step up. You have to, be brave. You have to, listen to that, call and that call, or whatever spirit is telling you, it's time to share. And I'm like, nah, it ain't time to share, but it is time to share, it is time to share. Take the judgment off, take all of those things off, and just come from a place of honesty and love. Okay. And it doesn't matter, if everyone receives it, but within yourself, you did it in integrity, you did it in a place of love, and you stood in your truth. And to stand in anything but your truth is a lie, and it's not you being you. With your fire and ice, whatever you made, whatever that is to you. But you see, in the midst, this is how you see this light right here? that portal, you crossing over. But it has to come into balance. You can't have one without the other. I just fell over. Sorry, guys. Like, my nerves are like jittily, like all over the place. They truly are right now. My loves, when I ask the divine, what would you like the beautiful soul that is watching to know today? Okay. What is very important about today? As I was shuffling, I seen like the Emperor card flip out. And when I just automatically, even though it's not the strength card, but an Emperor is all about strength, all about standing in leadership, knowing his place. You can be male or female. But and we know that the Emperor is masculine energy, the father. He is able to calm chaos, offer authority, okay, in his guidance. He excludes the traits of a leader. The Emperor has the traits of a leader, a protector, and a provider, but can be ruthless if disagreed with, okay? So that's just the overall, meaning of the Emperor. And I really feel like this is the it's time for you to step in that role within your life, okay? And time for you to really not hold back in this fiery energy. Aries are very passionate. We are fellow brother and sisters, fire signs. We're very passionate. We kind of know medium right now. That fruit fly. We kind of know like no medium. And in that moment, this is what's needed for you to really go forth, okay? Because we have the 4 of Pentacles, we have the 3 of Swords, and then we have the 6 of Wands, which is all about victory, overcoming, winning the grand prize. And what Spirit is saying, this is why you have to come in this Emperor energy, okay? I love the 3 of Swords in this deck, okay? Like the man's face, he's just like astonished. He's just like in total disarray, okay? And there are certain situations, certain things within our life, that we probably don't speak about with everybody, kind of like, I shared. And what we really sit back, we're just really like puzzled, just really like, seriously? Like, did that really unfold like that? That heartache, that pain, or just the really, did they really just, did this situation really just unfold like this? Did I really not get into that school? Did I really not, get into that job? Did my relationship, is my marriage like really over? Oh my God, did I really just push this person away that just, oozes in so much love over me? Like, we have these things that, will go rapid in our mind, that we will keep judging, and we will keep, before we know it, it'll build. And I'm really feeling like as we are purging in this, Scorpio season, and as, this full moon in Aries that has passed, but the energy is very still real for me. The energy is very still real, right now, okay? Without judgment, without conflict, you know what I'm saying? Or condemning yourself, or, going down that way. I feel like whatever is coming up, okay? Whatever is coming up, with this Scorpio season, all about coming into balance, so you can really move forth to your victory. So you can really, and that victory can be anything. To all of us, it can be something different. So you can really experience spiritual peace. That's a real thing, So the turmoil that's going on inside of you, the conflict, can settle. Okay? And what I'm seeing, it's something that maybe you're clinging on to, maybe a story, maybe a situation, and, that was very hurtful. But I'm feeling like in this energy, you can realize that it served its purpose. Just like whatever I experienced all through my childhood when it comes to spirituality, and just like spiritual leaders in church and all of these things. It served a purpose because this person that I am now, this person that, we get to have this conversation, it helped birth my passion. It helped birth my purpose. And, oh, wow, even, I'm just having an epiphany, even the way that you look at things, taking that swing, taking and looking at that situation like that, because even in the midst of me looking at what I have experienced on a spiritual level, just taking and just hearing the divine words speak that to me, automatically it's just like, you know what? Yeah. And even what I'm hearing is like, even talking to yourself about a situation that maybe it's still very present in your mind, and you're like, oh my God, I should be over this already. I shouldn't be feeling this way. I shouldn't do that. That's still judging yourself. Allow yourself the time that you need to grieve a situation, because you're headed towards victory. It's a process. It's a normal process, okay? When you feel pain, when you feel hurt, you have to allow yourself the time to heal, to come to understanding of it, to come to these magical, mystical epiphanies. And it doesn't matter where you are or who you are. And this is why I love to be transparent, transparent with my love muffins, because, sometimes, we think, oh, no, well, I shouldn't be, feeling these emotions because I'm here and I shouldn't be doing that. No, I tell you, I will cry on the treadmill. If I have an epiphany in the moment, I have an epiphany in the moment. Allow yourself to be in whatever that being is. That's unconditional love for yourself without judging yourself. Without saying, you know what, I should be here by now. I should be doing this by now. Like I should have been learned this lesson. How many times I'm gonna have to go through this? Like, oh my God, like I can't believe like I missed out on an amazing opportunity. Okay, you may have missed that moment, but that moment gonna come back around. Now you know what not to do. So truly finding the beauty, and I don't regret it one bit, because I get to have this beautiful moment that I'm having with you guys. I get to have when all these beautiful souls come to me and ask me, Tori, I just need a little clarity. I just want your intake on something. I just want, your whatever. I have that experience to be able to tell you, there is another way. You don't have to let this situation or that heartache or whatever happened consume you. When I hear beautiful souls, say that they were having major confusion, major confusion, and I've helped them, define and realize that it's okay, that there's so many ways to reach God. That you can love Jesus and tarot cards, that it's no separation, that the divine is all things, and that's all means. That's such a beautiful, humbling moment, and it makes everything that I experienced, everything that I went through, it makes it make sense. All right, so that is what Spirit wants me to let you know. We're just going to go ahead and see what advice the Spirit has for the beautiful soul that is watching this video. I know, like, I just really wanted to have one of those moments with you guys. I know that I love our moments and we talk, but I really wanted to, be honest and be open and share that with my beautiful love muffins. And just to let you know, we are all, experiencing things in life, but it's all about your perspective, and it's all about what you choose to do, And listen, because when whatever you let go, whatever, what truth or what Spirit is asking you to stand in, be brave and stand in, to take a stance, and really honor yourself, and really go the path that is really less follow, but it's because it's your path. It's what's meant for you. So we have the sacral chakra. I feel like there's a lot of truth coming up and being healed. Like, one of the things, I was talking to my best friend. She got some Reiki healing done, and I'm actually going to, go to the same, because I love her experience that she had with the beautiful soul that she went to. And, we were just talking about, how we don't even know, like, your sacral chakra, that's your second chakra. That's your creativity. That's how, your passions, everything that feels good to you, your sexuality. That's where the divine, all that feels good to you lives. Anything that's like, brings you bliss, that's where you get that from, okay? That's how that's where you create all the magic, all that's all, everything your desires is all in your sacral chakra, okay? And in order for these things to come up, in order, to see them manifest, there's a balancing out happening now, right now. And for someone, I'm really feeling like it's happening. I want to say, sometimes I feel like we just got to do a lot. No, just allow it to come up. Just allow it to happen is what I'm hearing from spirit. And I want to share with you because one of the things is, when my friend went and got her Reiki healing done, and we were talking, she was like her throat chakra and her Reiki healing, she was able to speak to her deceased father and just, all of these things and feel his love and his hug. And it was just so beautiful. Spirit is having me bring that experience up because for somebody, Reiki healing, and you can go locally to your wherever you are, they have these people, or you can do it remotely. But is that the same thing? Anyways, you can do it at a distance, or you actually go to a physical place like in your hometown, or drive out, to someone who does that. But I feel like your sacral chakra, giving your sacral chakra some attention today, okay? And also in your sacral chakra, that's where we hold like, like your inner child. Your inner child lives there. So any like childhood trauma, that I'm feeling like in this moment may be coming up for you, or showing you why you may be looking or doing certain things that you're doing. Because with the Four of Wands is all not the Four of Wands, but wow, it's crazy. I see the Four of Pentacles, but maybe, and we know the Four of Wands is all about foundation and commitment. Maybe this is why you're kind of like stuck, or standing still here, because you got to pluck some, you got to look at the root is what I'm saying. Maybe sometimes we look at the leaves but by the root, you can really tell what is going on. I am never eating fruit or leaving fruit out. I got some lemon water, guys. I'm so sorry. Got some lemon water to put in my lemons, to put in my, I was just sucking one and I just left it on my table, and like the fruit flies just magically appeared. What in the world? Like, where did they come from? But anyways, I feel like looking at your sacral chakra, clearing out the past, understanding that whatever you experienced during childhood, I know that it, was painful, but understanding that who you are today, finding some kind of beauty in that, to even share your story, to help others, that within itself can be liberating. Okay. But I really feel like there's something with your sacral chakra, even how whatever you're creating, whatever you want to do for yourself, that you're balancing out today. Okay. That you're having victory over. And maybe by you standing in your truth, you taking a stance, by you doing something that you desire to do, honoring yourself, honoring your dreams, you're clearing out this. Because maybe in the past you weren't able to speak up for yourself. You weren't able to do what it is that you desire to do. But now, okay, as an adult, you can go back in and balance that inner child. That's what I'm seeing for somebody right here. And look, it says, I am not restricted by limiting beliefs. I am gentle, kind, and comforting to my inner child as we uncover and release the old negative messages from family and the world. Because I always mess that word up. And what I'm feeling, like, you may have not had a voice in the past, but you have a voice now. Okay? You can rectify whatever happened. You don't have to be in that place. You don't have to, close yourself off. You don't have to live in that story. At any moment, it served its purpose. You get what I'm saying? It made you who you are today. No matter how painful, the situation was. But what I can tell you is that you can write that right now in this very moment. Okay? So let's just see what else yourself wants you to know on this beautiful Wednesday or whenever you are watching this video. Okay? It says, everything I do is a choice. So I am in control of my reality. Are you serious? The thoughts I choose to believe right now are forming my experiences. I now listen to what I say and do not say anything that I do not want to become true for me. So like I said, you don't have to keep telling yourself this story over and over. You can let it go. And allow whatever to come up without judgment. Because as you can see with Tori, let's just use me as an example. I can live in that story of being victimized, being mind controlled, being used, being belittled. I can live in all of that. I can. Or I can allow it to come up. I can purge it, turn it around, and liberate, and free, and inspire, and create change, and make some money doing it. What do you want to do? Look at it. Which way do you want to work? What do you want to work? Because that same problem, all of the stuff that, I went through, and the abuse as a child, being starved from my step grandmother, having to sleep outside in chicken coops, from being mind controlled, all of these things is why I'm able to sit here, and create my own life and create my own day and create my own schedule and not have to clock in anybody else, and, prepare myself to go on trips and do whatever it is that I want to do. So honestly, it's all about, I just found the beauty. Like, you can either sit there and you can let it control you, or you can realize that at the end of the day, yeah, that happened, but look at me now. I'm getting blessed because of past pains. And on top of me being blessed, I get to help bless others find their light and their strength to go forward. Maybe it's, oh my God, the way that we look at things sometimes, and even the way that I was looking at it, coming from that place. It's all about your perspective and where you choose to come from. And just know that you are never, you're never above a lesson. And there is always a way. It's all about your perception. It's all about your perspective, how you're going to look at it. Okay? Are you going to let it control you? Are you going to look at it like everything serves its purpose? All right? And it's for my greater good. So I love you so much, my love muffins. It was such an honor. This was therapeutic for me. Hope it was therapeutic for you. I love you guys so freaking much, and I will catch you on my channel. Don't forget to go outside, hug a tree for me and you. Go out in nature, breathe some good air, and I will catch you on my channel. Take care.
Follow, she blazing.